Hello, everyone. This is Steve Cramer, business librarian at UNC Greensboro, with an introduction to trade journals, what they are, why they matter, and how to find them. And to answer the question of what they are, I'm going to share an example, which looks like this. So I have a copy here of a recent issue of New Brewer magazine published by the Journal of, or rather, a journal of the Brewer Association, the publisher. And just I took like 5 screenshots to show you like what's in this thing and what's it for. So you have articles about the industry, practical focus on for people who are in this industry, like how to get your CO2 supply. The advertisements are focused on the industry, so suppliers, products, equipment, services. It's interesting to see who advertises in these things. Articles, this is inside an article about trends in brew pubs, including data, so rankings of brew pubs by region. There's additional analytical statistical information, including the fact that this industry is not growing right now, kind of a concern. And you may also see articles about or advertisements about legislation work. They are trying to do a campaign to local, state, federal governments about policies that impact the industry. So you see lobbying efforts too, typical thing here. These are also called professional magazines, industry magazines, and as I mentioned, industry journals or trade journals. They all mean the same thing. It's a separate category besides like academic journals and business magazines and newspapers like Forbes and Wall Street Journal. And often these are the best ways to getting the sources, the answers you need. And just for example, illustrating that point, a few years ago, I was helping an undergraduate student team in Entrepreneurship 300. They were doing their financials on a startup that would be a gym with a built-in child care service. You come in, drop your kids off, they can play or take naps, whatever, while you exercise or do a gym class. And then the student team was really struggling and actually getting into arguments about the financials. They could not get the financials to work out. They were never going to make money, even 5 years in because it was so expensive to do this, among the other issues like liability and regulation aspects. And so I had them read this article. I found this article for them. It's from a journal, trade journal called Fitness Business Pro. And it talked about how this is a declining service in the industry in the United States because it's expensive and there's liability issues, et cetera. And with this information, this feedback, the students decided to drop this idea and only have a traditional gym without the nursery care. And suddenly their financials worked out and they were making profits they projected in like 3 years. So they were happy and they weren't fighting anymore. So practical research for the industry. Everyone who's in an industry should be reading these things because your competitors are, and people who are competing with you for your next job are reading these things and learning about trends, data, forecasting, competitive intelligence, et cetera. Just a standard way to stay up with your industry and continue to be a successful owner and or employee in your industry. As to how to find these things, the library pays for them, so don't worry about that. Library homepage, I'm going to click on Research Guides underneath the search box here. I could choose any of the 6 business school departments on this list, including management. And I'm going to show you quickly 2 examples, BitSource Complete and ABN Forum. We pay for these products. They're free to you as a student or faculty member or staff person. And for example, let's say I'm researching how commercial banks are using crypto or adding crypto as a service. I'm going to search for that. I added a star after crypto to get like cryptocurrencies as well as just like crypto. And I have hits. I'm going to click on all filters here. And over on the right side, publication, I'm sorry, source type, and choose trade publications. Apply. And notice where these are coming from. American Banker Magazine, for example, Global Finance Magazine. These are indeed trade journals for this industry. And I can click on any of these links to get to the full article, which could be long or short, depending on the nature of the article, of course, too. Yep, so that's how easy it can be. One more example, back to my list of databases here under management. And last thing, ABI Inform. Have another searching I'm going to do. I'm going to do some competitive intelligence searching, searching for companies. And it's already here because I tried this to practice a few minutes ago. Walmart and e-commerce, and search. This time, left side, source type, click on more, select trade journals, apply. And optionally, I'm going to change the dates. Let's just do 2020 to present. And again, notice the publications here. Grocery Dive, Sourcing Journal, Retail Dive, What else do we have? Supermarket news. So these are trade publications that include, the things e-commerce, the things that Walmart does, as well as just sourcing as a retailing, larger kind of aspect focus here with the full articles available as well. So there you go. Two quick examples of finding trade publications. If you have any problem finding them for your projects, let me know and I will help you. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video. Take care and have a good semester.